Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today guys, we're continuing with this Fiesta. A lot of progress. Yesterday's video, windscreen, dash, interior, all completed. But then we've still got the airbag light on this car. And yeah, so we're going to play around with that today first. Definitely try and get that resolved. I'm going to use the original one, which is the sensor. I'll turn you around, I'll spin around in a minute, we'll get into that. But also I want to crack on with the wheels today as well. I've made a decision to slightly change the colour on these wheels, just to give it a little bit more, I don't know if you remember, but I did take a set of alloy wheels to get refurbed, and they changed the colour slightly, which was like a little bit of a darker grey. I've gone for a lighter grey, but this time, obviously, I'm going to do it myself. And I'm going to use the compressor, the spray gun. We're going to do proper lacquer that I've got, two-part lacquer with the hardener. So I'm really sort of going to go to town on them and try and make these look just spectacular, like shiny, like brand new. That's the plan. I don't know whether or not I'm gonna get that all done today because that's quite a lot of work, but yeah, it's part of me showing you what I'm doing is showing you the progress of it and what I'm doing each day. So yeah, but I want to really sort of crack on with that because I'm looking forward to sort of refurbing them wheels and see what they come out like. And I'm sure you all want to see what they come out like as well to finish this car off. Obviously we've got to do the bonnet, the bumper. Someone did say to me that you should put the bonnet on and then try see if the ABS, see if the airbag light will go off then. It's definitely something to do with that sensor at the front there, definitely. So I've had it before. But we'll get into it, we'll find out. I'm sure we can resolve this. So let's do this. Right guys, let's get into it. So, yesterday's video, I showed you a computer and it was saying that there's an airbag light on the dash, and the computer is saying it's the frontal sensor, which is this sensor right here. This one's for the lock sensor, and this one's for the airbag plug there. So this isn't the original one that come with, obviously, the car. Because I bought the front slam panel, it come with that. So the original one is here. That come with the car. This is the original one. So I think I'm going to, first of all, just try this. Swap over that sensor. Take this one off. Swap it over. Put it on there. Plug it all back together. I think I'm even going to put the bonnet on. Let me put the bonnet on, shut the bonnet so that it latches, and then we'll go inside, we'll plug the computer back in, and we'll see if that just sorts it. That quick swap over sorts the problem. You never know, guys. You just got to try, ain't you? So let me try that. I have had a look on the red Fiesta, and the sensor is very slightly different on that one because it's the facelift model, that red one. And they've put the sensor itself is slightly different. Plus, they've put it on this part of the lock there. So it's not even, that's not even going to work. Not even to try, I don't think. But let me swap this one over for the original one first. Let's try that, put the bonnet on, and then we'll go from there, yeah? So, bear with me. I'll set you up. Let's go for it. Right, so guys, as you can see, the bonnet is now in place, but there is some damage on this bonnet that I did not even notice. I don't know how I didn't notice it, but yeah, I missed it. So basically, I took the actual bonnet in when I was holding, when I bought, I didn't load it on the truck, this bonnet, when I went to pick up the parts, all the parts. I didn't load it up. The guy that was working there, he loaded it on the truck. He said, "Where did you want it?" I said, "I'll put it in the back." So, but I did check to make sure nothing was on top of it to damage it. So it was definitely not damaged in transit on the way here, and it hasn't dropped or done any damage whilst it's been in here. And then when I took it off the truck, I took it off and I was holding the other side, like the handle part. I was holding that, so I didn't see this side when I bought it in. And as you can see, it's here. Gutted. I'm absolutely gutted because I did not even see that. It's the only thing that's wrong with the bloody thing as well. So all I can do is try and, I'm going to have a go at that, getting that out. I've got some paintless PDA stuff, so I'm going to try and sort of stick the glue to it and then try and pull it up and then knock it down here, knock it down there, knock down the high, and then just tap it around and just see if I can do the best I can with it, and just, you know, like I am now, is just be honest with it, and you know, it is what it is. It's just absolutely, you know, I just go to so much effort doing bits and pieces, and things like this just ruins it really for my, yeah, for me really, just because of, like every car's going to have some sort of wear and tear around the car. Don't get me wrong, bits and pieces, age-related marks, battle scars, whatever you want to call them. But to go and get a part thinking that it was going to be, you know, more or less, apart from like little stone chips, they're not even stone chips, that's just dirt. But, you know, even just like little tiny bits around the bonnet, you expect it because it's a second-hand part. It's a used second-hand part. But damage like that, you just don't, I wouldn't have bought it. If I saw it, I would not have bought, I would have said, no, I don't want that. I'm not having that. So all I could do is try and repair it. But yeah, what a shitter that is. Anyway, let's carry on because we've still got other issues. And that just seems to be knocking me backwards, not going forwards. But let's move forwards when it comes to this, yeah, this sensor. So I replaced the original sensor and I replaced the original lock because that old lock that come with this slam panel was just no good. This one, like it's old. Well, it's not older, but it's done less mileage, so you'd thought that it would, you know, yeah. it's basically newer anyway. It looks newer anyway. So I swapped it all over, made the bonnet so that it locks. It's not in the correct position completely. That side's not too bad. This side, I just got to bring it forward a little bit and move that hinge over a little bit. But it's not that bad. It's, you know, it lines up with the top a little bit. So a little bit of messing around. But I think for the trial purpose of getting the sensor and that sort of stuff working and right, it's okay. So let's go into the car. I've already got the computer set up. And then I'm going to go into the car. And then at the minute, it's showing no airbag sensor. You can see it, no airbag sensor. And then on here, it's throwing me one code on here so far. And I'll go into it. You go read code, and then what it does is it communicates with the car, and then checks everything. So it checks the dials, it checks the lights, it checks the electric wing mirrors, it checks, yeah, it just goes through a process of checking all the bits and pieces, even the interior lights, they come on, and it's the computer, you can see it on and off. So the mirrors, it's just checking all the system, and then it tells you window wipers. It's clever, isn't it? I think it is clever. And it's throwing me this one code, which is the rain sensor. And that's because it is unplugged here. And I think if I just put that in, plug that back in there, I don't think that code will come up. So it's not bringing me up the airbag code anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back like that. And we can leave it like that. I'm going to start the engine and see if it will come up. Wow. I'm shocked myself. I'm waiting for it to come on. So there you go. Still waiting for it to come on. Show ya. Look. I don't think it's going to come on. So I think we've done it. Yeah, so it just needed the original sensor on there and the bonnet shut. It could be a combination of both. I don't know. Normally when you open the bonnet, the airbag light does not come on, even if you open the bonnet. Do you know what I mean? In a complete straight car. So I think it's got to be something to do with the sensor. But that's it. We're done. No airbag lights are on the dash anymore, which is fantastic news. And we can move on. I'll get this sensor done as well. Get that back in place, and then that's all finished off. And then we'll check I'll check the computer as well to make sure it clears it. But it looks like it will. So yeah, fantastic. And that, guys, another job done. I forgot how low mileage this was as well. 165 miles on this car. Right, so we can move on now, guys. That is that sorted. So what we're going to move on to next, probably going to be, I might do a little bit of work on this, see if I can pull that up a little bit, tap it down a little bit, mess around with that. So I'll do that as well. But I really want to get into these wheels, you know. I want to sort of see if I can prep these wheels before I have to go and do me house move. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do next. So I'll go off outside. I'm going to give these wheels a good clean, this side and the inside as well. Just, you know, just really give it a good clean. I'll come back to you, and then we'll probably set them up down here somewhere. And I'll let the air out all the 4 tyres, and then it's just a case of just, yeah, start rubbing down and sand it down, really. You know, I'll probably get the electric sander, the orbital small hand palm sander, and go for all the scratches and start getting them down a little bit, making them a lot better than what it is anyway. And then I'm going to show you the colour, because I've chose like I said to you, I've changed the colour very slightly different. Is that the one? Let's have a look. Right, this is the one. Let me see if I can show you now. Grab these clips. I'm not going to be able to do this, am I? One-handed. Come on. This one. Okay. Right, let's have a look at this colour. See, that actually looks darker than... but it's not. It's not actually that dark. See it in the light. Can you see that? It's got a nice, like, it's not too dark. I didn't want to go too dark with it. It's got metallic grey. So I think it's gonna look decent. Obviously going to use my spray gun. We're going to use primer, 2-pack primer as well, just to make sure that it's all been sealed up. Really go to town on these wheels if I can. I've got clear coat as well, loads of clear coat here left as well, so I'll use that as well. We've got the primer there, so I can use the primer. loads of that primer left. So that's good. So yeah, I think they'll come out really well. And it'll just make these wheels and this car just pop. I'm looking forward to it. So leave it with me for now. Let me clean them, because that's going to take some time. all 4 wheels are going to take some time to do it. Leave it with me. I'm going to get them cleaned. I'll come back to you and I'll show you what the next stage is. So see you soon. Right, okay guys, nothing but problems today. I don't know what it is, but let's start with the wheels. So I just told you I'll be taking them outside to clean them so we can start the refurb, but the trouble is, if I change the colour, I've got to change the colour on the inside, and it just so much work to do that. They are quite badly scuffed and scored. I'm thinking, just take it to the shop. They charged me 170 quid to refurb these wheels, dip them in acid, strip them right back and re-powder coat them for 170 quid. It's great. It's a good deal, I'll be honest with you. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to mess around with these. So that's that done. I can take them to today. And then tomorrow and Friday, I can do my move. And then by the time I get back on Monday, they'll be done and finished. Put them back on the car. We're done. 170 quid, but it's done. Now, let's get back to the other problem I've got. So, yeah, I wiped the code and it was gone. Started the engine, nothing. And then I started the engine again, just to check to make sure. And it come back again. It's gotta be one of them days. I know it. So let me just check. I'll just show you. Oh, come on. That's it. All right. Click in. Done. Sorted. We've got a battery that's not going dead on this as well. So that's good. So yeah, when you start it, the light comes up. See again. Kind of goes away, does its check, and then comes back up. So yeah, there's clearly still an issue and a problem with this frontal sensor on the airbag system. And I was just having a look at the front, and I'll show you now what I found. It could be our problem. Could be. Could be a number of things, but I think it could be this. Let me just take it off and show you. So I was just having a look at this, and I found that there. Don't know if I can show you properly. Let me have another look. Where are we? Okay, so you can see it looks like it's split. It's not gone all the way through, but it's definitely split. So that could be our problem there. This trolley is so, the thing is though, it's so close to the block. Like, I'm never going to be able to reconnect that. Probably be able to push the pins out and stuff like that. But then I thought, have I got another wiring loom for a Fiesta? And as you can see, I've got all that here, and it's the loom that goes from the fan. It's the part of the wiring loom that goes to the fan and then comes up with the connectors, which I think is this one here. Yeah, it looks like that's the one. That's the right one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one back here, cut that off a little bit further, so I've got a lot more sort of wire. There's no issues with that connector there either. I've just checking as well. They're all solid and good. So yeah, cut this one off, cut that one off, reconnect the wires, and then try to plug and see if that makes any difference. So let me set you up. I'll go for that. Let me cut this off. We'll try this. Hopefully we can try and get this solved today. And I want to run those wheels over to the shop quickly as well. So yeah, but let me run the wheels over first, then I'll come back, then I'll set you up, then we'll go for it, yeah? That's the plan. So there we go. We have got a new bit of wire connected to the block, connection block. Let's just see if this works, you know. Don't know about this, but we will see. And basically you can see what I used was these little plastic things. You cut the wires, you join them in, you push them in, and then you heat it up, and it's got a little bit of solder. You've got all different types of sizes. You've got a little bit of solder, and then when you heat up the solder, it connects the two wire joins together, and that creates the bridge, the gap, you know. And then obviously once you heat it goes solid against the plastic, and you've got different sizes and stuff. So yeah, that's what I did. Is it going to work? I don't know. I haven't got my scan tool's gone dead. So it's charging at the minute, but whether or not I'm going to be able to do this and it's going to stay off, I don't know. Let's come back on. So I might have to delete the codes. Can't delete the codes because my scan tool has gone dead. So bear with me. Let's give it 15 minutes. I'll come back to me, and then I should have enough charge for the scan tool to clear the code, and we'll see if that's made any difference whatsoever. Or I need to get someone over. I normally use a guy that clears the crash data on the original airbag module. So he might have to come over and go around and look at this. I will check the connections for the seats, because it could be the fact that because I've taken the seats out, the connectors are not sitting properly. It could be that fact. I don't know. You know, maybe there's a bit of crap in there that needs clearing out. You can't see very well, can you? Sorry, it's a bit dark, but they've got these like connection blocks, and they might have something to do with it. But I think it would have said on the computer that it's the seat airbag rather than the frontal restraint sensor. That's what it says. So that points to the one that's underneath the bonnet. So yeah, I'll wait. Let's wait for the scan tool to do it. We'll clear the codes, and then if this doesn't work, then I'm definitely gonna have to get the guy over to have a look at this, and we'll go from there. So yeah, bear with me, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, guys, do you know what I thought? I don't have to wait for it to charge. I can charge it in the car with an extension lead while we do it. So today's been a real strange one. I'm telling you, really, really strange. I just don't seem to be able to get anywhere. It's baby steps in it, I suppose. Anyway, let's wipe the codes and let's see if this my wiring has solved it. We should have a look. Right, let's go into it. Actually, let me connect it all up. When it gets to the actual diagnostics of it and the thing, I'll come back to you. 1 second. Right, here we go, guys. So we don't need to go through the whole system. This one here will go for the first one. Will go through the whole system. We don't need to do that. We know that it's the airbag light, so we just need to go into this one. So you go into control, and then you pick which one you want, which is airbags. Here, nope, there, here. Yes, I know the information of what it is. I need to go into it. Bloody thing. Let's read codes, and then I'll clear it. Turn the ignition on and off a few times, and let's see if that's done it. Yes, the ignition is on. Now it's going through the motions, doing the checks. It turns on lights and it does bits and pieces. It's supposed to anyway. Nope, it's come straight up. So this is the this is the problem here we've got. It could well be the sensor. I don't know in a minute. So that's what we need to it says wrong mounting position. How strange is that? Wrong mounting position. It's not. It's exactly the same place. I might see if I can find anything about that it says wrong mounting position, which is really strange. Let's try the other one. Wrong mounting position. Yeah, again, it's the same. It relates to the same thing. So, fault is currently present, and warning lamp is on. Wrench message just doesn't mean anything. Let's just try and clear it. And then if I can't, then it's gonna have to go. It's gonna have to erase codes. Let's see if it will erase the codes. On ignition is on. Yes, so it should get rid of that light now. It should go. Okay, so the light has gone from the dash. You can see that, and it says, look, codes have been successfully erased. Return to the menu. Let's return. Like that. We'll do a quick scan of the car. But what happens is because obviously you do a cycle with the key. You know, I've told the computer that it's to clear it. It's cleared it. But is it stored? Is it hard? Is it stored permanently in the crash data thing in there? That's what I'm worried. That's what I'm not worried, but that's what I think is going to be the problem here. Let's go into it a minute. Let's just check. Read codes. I've put this sensor on the windscreen now as well, so it shouldn't pull that up. It's just doing a few tests like lights and bits and pieces. around the car. Yeah. It's clever the way the computer takes over and checks all the systems to make sure everything's working okay. Right, here we go. So, engine hood switch, circuit open. That probably just means it's hood's open. No? Yes. Rain sensor module. I've already done that, connected it up. So that should clear. So let's go back and see if I can erase those codes. Okay, successfully erased. Will it stay off? Yes, it will. So we've got no codes now coming up. So let me just come out of that and we'll start her up. Okay. Right. Take the key out. Start her up. And let's see if it stays off. Nope. Back on. So we've definitely got an issue still here. Definitely got an issue. Christ. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. I tried. I've got to try and get the experts in there. I'll get the guy in who clears my crash data on the airbag module. I'll get him in and let's see what he says. It obviously weren't that wiring on the front. It's done nothing really. It's just there still, isn't it? So it wasn't that. So yeah. Right, guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. Yeah. It's just a really strange one. I have dropped the wheels off to the garage, so they're over there doing the refurb on the wheels, which is good. Whilst I'm doing the moving house and doing all that kind of stuff at home, you know, the wheels can be worked on, and then I can pick them up Monday, and then we can come over, fit the wheels on Monday. I'll get the guy over hopefully Monday as well. He can have a look at the ECU. He can have a look at the airbag module as well and see. I think I've had this problem before. I think I have. I'm sure it was that airbag module in there. But he told me, I got that airbag module come with the kit, and he said it was clear. But it's a second-hand part again, isn't it? And I don't know, like, because of what happened with that bonnet, I don't know if I can trust him. Anyway, I'm gonna get the guy over. Let's get him over. Let's see what he says, and we'll go from there. So, yeah, that is gonna be the end, guys. Have a great weekend. I'm not gonna see you. You're not gonna see me for a couple of days. So yeah, I'll see you Monday. Take care. See you soon.